What is up, you guys? Welcome to Huts Uncuts on Vampire Survivors. This is the first episode. People have been talking about this game, and I finally decided to check it out. And guess what? It's just as addicting as people have been saying it is. So, it's very, very retro style, but it's awesome. You guys are going to love it. Let's jump into this thing. First of all, we have some money to spend. I spent about like 3 hours on stream doing this, and then I did 2 runs unsuccessful off of the stream, and we're gonna jump back in, and I'm gonna kind of show you guys what's going on. I'm gonna cater this to people who've never seen this game before, but also people who know what they're doing. So we're gonna jump in pretty quickly here. Here's all of our perma upgrades for this roguelite. Let's see here. We have increased damage, increase your armor, max health, recovery. We have cooldown rates of our weapons. So basically it's an auto fire thing. You basically just have to dodge and move to different places. And the game handles everything else for you. It's much like a game. I don't remember the roguelike that I played a long time ago. I have a sweatshirt with the thing. I'm trying to remember what the name of that was. But anyways, you'll pick it up really, really, really quickly. I kind of want to spend my 4,000 gold to maybe get more experience. That could be really good. Also, reduce my cooldowns. I like that. And then we're going to jump in. I've unlocked quite a few characters here. Let's see here. Antonio, Imelda, Pascolina, and Gennaro. They all have their starting weapon, which you can see next to their body. And they also have a thing. Like Antonio gains 10% more damage every 10 levels, max 50%. Imelda has 10% more experience every 5 levels. Pascalina's got 10% faster projectiles. Gennaro just starts with a permanent +1 projectile on all of his weapons. I really liked the Gennaro run that I had going on. I don't necessarily love the knife, nor do I like the rune tracer that Pascalina starts with, though. So these are kind of problems. I kind of want to start as a Poe run and see what we can do here. Is a permanent 25% plus pickup radius, but minus max health. Starts with a garlic. This is going to be probably pretty difficult. We have the Mad Forest and we have the Inlaid Library. Let's try out the Mad Forest, the first one. Let's go. So we walk around. We start with garlic. This is a little bit of a weird one because the garlic has that tiny little 3-ring thing around me. Enemies take damage when they walk inside of it. I get these blue gems by killing enemies. And now I have leveled up. You see the top bar is my experience. Excuse my cough. I still have it. We get to add there's 2 sections of spots, each with a maximum capacity of 6. The top one is our weapons, so that's where the garlic is in the top left, and there's a section underneath that opens up for passive abilities. Now, when you first play this game, you just go, that sounds fun, that sounds cool, let's take this, let's take that, and you just kind of randomly go at whatever you want to go at. But I know a little bit more about the game now. There is actually a reason you would pair a weapon with a passive, because they can upgrade the weapon later on in the end game kind of stuff place thing guy. So we're gonna go ahead and try to do that. I want to go with, let's see here. I don't totally hate the upgraded Santa water. There's Peach 1 and then Whip. The Whip is pretty good too, though. Whip is really good. I really want to go for the Peach 1 combo, though. There's 2 weapons that you can combine instead of having a passive. It sounds really strong to me. I've never done it before. It's really weak in the beginning, though, the Peach 1. So I'm gonna try it out. So the Peach 1 is this bird that is trying to bombard people and literally missed every single shot. As you can see, it's a pretty far out radius. I don't think that the Peach 1 is going to be doing a whole lot. I got 1 bat. Congratulations. But I'm hoping that once we get the Peach 1 and the Ebony Wings, it's called, we'll be able to upgrade it to do something. For the love of God, 2 weapons put together. So people were talking about how powerful it was. Ebony Wings, there it is. It's right there. Okay, I'm gonna just go ahead and take it. So now we have 2 of these guys, and looks like they both have the same ring. No, they don't. They have separate rings. I hope the game volume is not too loud. I try to put it at a volume where it's still engaging, but you can still hear me. So there's braziers, aka light sources. We can bust these light sources down and we can get stuff. I got 1 coin from that. You didn't really see it. We got 10 coins total. Top right. That was a floor chicken. This glowing one, what is that? Well, that's a super high health champion boss, and it's going to be really difficult to take it out with just garlic right now because we went Peach One and Ebony Wings, which is just not a good start. It's not a good start, but I've had a few runs now. The last 2 runs I said I did off camera, I tried to also get this combination, but sometimes they force you into a combo that you don't really want, and you have no choice but to oblige, because you have to pick something every single time that you level up. So let's say that I'm looking for one specific weapon, but they offer me 3 others that I haven't had before. You have to fill that slot. And that's that. I could try to get him into my Peach One and my Ebony Wings radius. I just don't think it's going to work out. What I could do right now is just ignore him. Duplicator, Pomerola, and Clock Lancet. Clock Lancet is a weapon. Pomerola, Duplicator are passives. Duplicator, weapon, fire, more projectiles. It's just like really good. It's really good. And the Duplicator works with... I know what it works with. It works with the... not the Santa Water. The Lightning Ring. Duplicator is the passive for the Lightning Ring. I'm just going to go ahead and do the Duplicator. Now that I think about it, fires more projectiles. Does that even affect Garlic? And does that even affect the Ebony Wings? I don't know. We could go instead go to the Pomerola, which would help us get the upgraded Garlic, which we started with. I think Duplicator is like one of the better passives, but once again, is it helping our build currently? Maybe the recovery, maybe. We have such low max health. Okay, we killed the champion, it gave me a red orb. Sometimes most of the time, they drop a chest that gives you free upgrades. And you can get like super chests. I was really excited to get to show you the chests, but it just didn't work out. The bats are easy picking. In fact, we actually want to get caught in the bat storm here so that we can try to take out as many bats as possible. I did say the whip is good. I do think that we need something better than just Garlic, but we could upgrade our Garlic area by 40% if I went Garlic right now. The whip needs the bracer. No, whip needs the hollow heart in order to upgrade. We don't have that either, but we have plenty of space for passes, as you can see in the upper left. Base damage up 2 for Garlic. Okay, let's do 1 Garlic upgrade, especially if we're gonna be caught in these bat storms. Right? I can't walk into these zombies while we're trying to walk past the bat storms. The tough part about the bat storms too is that it pushes everything else around. Peach One at level 2. A spinach raises inflicted damage as passive. Axe is really good. Fire Wand is not bad either. Fire Wand requires spinach, which is right there, and the axe requires the candelabrador, which we have not seen. Fires one more projectile base area up by 40%. The Peach One can actually do something if it was upgraded, probably. Right, yeah, I gotta commit. We gotta commit on this one. It doesn't look like Peach One's area of effect is really increased. The circle seems the same exact size as the Ebony Wings, which is not upgraded. So I don't know what that base area talk was, unless the circle is not indicative of the actual area. There's the Candelabrador. Augments area of attack by 10%. That sounds actually pretty good for our build, because Garlic is area of effect, and Peach One, I'm assuming, his area of effect, or level 2 Ebony Wings. If we go Candelabrador, we're gonna want to get the axe, which we don't have currently. But let's do that. The axe, upgraded axe, is pretty good. At the end of a round, it pretty much tells you, it doesn't pretty much, it definitely tells you the DPS of every weapon that you had during that round, so you can actually gauge which one was better. Of course, it's not necessarily super fair given the fact that you might upgrade one really early, so it's doing more DPS. All right, gotta deal with my upgraded Garlic now. Yeah, we just melt. Garlic is so good to just melt those bats that come in, and then you get a lot of free experience. Magical Wand. What does the Magical Wand do? Magical Wand plus the Empty Tone makes the Holy Wand. I don't know if I want to go for that. We're kind of, you know, losing spaces. We're halfway done already with our weapons. I'm going to go upgraded Garlic. One of these days, I do want to get that Replicator. And then hopefully we'll be able to pair it with the Lightning Ring. Kind of like a weird, strange run. It's kind of a weird beginning, right? Because like I'm taking this Peach One and the Ebony Wings, and they just really don't seem like they're doing a whole lot. But then again, once we start filling up the entire screen, I bet you Peach 1 and Ebony Wings are just going to carry. There's my lightning ring. If we wanted to take the duplicator, of course, now it's awkward. I think I'd rather have the duplicator and not the lightning ring instead of the lightning ring and not the duplicator, because we can't guarantee we're going to get the duplicator back. I don't know if there's anything like if I snub the duplicator twice, it doesn't show up or something like that. There could be like more things that I don't know about the game. I'm not sure anybody knows any of that about the game, but what else do we got here? We have Clover goes with the cross for the Heavenly Sword. Heavenly Sword was probably one of my highest DPS things in one of my previous runs, and I think it's really, really good, but we're gonna just commit on the Peach one. I would like to get the Heavenly Sword. So if we find Cross again, I'll probably step on that. If we get the Axe again, we will do that as well. So those are 2 weapons that I'm currently looking for. And then we have room for 1 more weapon after that. Possibly the Whip. If they dangle the Whip in front of me without those other 2 options, I'll take it. Okay, we got a red gem as well. They're just not going to give me chests today because they know I'm recording this for YouTube. They're like, man, every single other time we've given you a chest for every single champion you've ever fought in your entire life, but not today. I'll give you this lame red gem. Garlic, Ebony, or Clock Lancet. Clock Lancet's pretty cool. It goes like around like a clock, and wherever that strikes, it freezes enemies. Which could actually be really strong with the garlic, because we could freeze a whole line of enemies and then just run through them, because you don't take any contact damage. All the damage taken on this is contact damage. I don't think there's anybody that's ranged, if I'm remembering correctly, that I know so far at least. Garlic. Base area, base damage. At some point in time, garlic is just not going to cut it. So putting a whole lot in the garlic is kind of I would say a misplay. It's very, very good early on though. So if garlic can take me to the point, can carry me to the point where something else like Ebony Wings and Peach 1 can start to carry us, that's what we're going to use it for. Clock Lancet. There's my axe. We did say axe was the Candelabrador. The axe so far right now is affected by gravity. It shoots up and then falls all the way to the bottom of the screen, even though that's not really how gravity, is. Technically, like if you had a 3D representation of that, it would just like fly flat towards the ground and then like take off in one direction instead of falling to the ground, because the ground is like the middle of the screen. But Candelabrador up for base area. Bracer increased projectile speeds by 10%. Once again, the bracer was the knife for the 1,000 edge. I'm not gonna take the bracer. Rune Tracer doesn't even have an upgrade that I know about. I think it just goes up to level 8 and it's done. It is pretty good though, because it's a little thing that just bounces around the screen for a short amount of time, and anything that it passes through that's piercing, anything that it passes through, it does tons of damage to. So Candelabrador. Rune Tracer wasn't on the list, sorry. There's a special spawn here where we're surrounded by these plants. You can wait for the plants to go away. Killing them is really, really, really difficult. So we can just wait for it to circle me in and hope we last that long by the time it disappears. Garlic, or go heavy Peach 1. Peach 1, go. Or we could push through it. The plants do very, very little damage. They do damage. Okay, they disappeared. I think the first one disappears really, really quickly. I've had one that lasts way too long and down to a tiny little spot that you're trying to not die at. Okay, so now we have these upgraded enemies that are coming in, these green ghouls. And they're taking a lot of heat. They're taking a lot of heat. Some of them drop green gems, though, which are worth more. That's tough. It's tough. Each one and Ebony Wings, I disappointed in you. Here's our first chest. Yeah, buddy! What do you got? The sound effects in this game are just great. So, it gave us an axe upgrade for free. And it also gave us 61 gold. As you can see right now, we only have 32 gold in the top right. Gold is what we use to buy the permanent upgrades. In the top right, you can also see the amount of kills that we have, 977. You can see that we're level 13. What else is important? There's a timer on the top. Apparently, the game ends at 30 minutes. Like that's win condition, I think. Or maybe a boss comes in 30 minutes. I've never gotten that far. In fact, on stream, I got 4 seconds away from 30 minutes and I died and chat lost their minds. So anyways, we're going to try to make it 30 minutes. 10-minute mark is an important one. As I've learned from Twitch chat, that spoils everything. It's fine. I was actually asking for them to spoil things. 10-minute mark is when you can start to see upgraded weapons. You can only get upgraded weapons inside of chests. You'll never get offered that as a level up reward. So these are things that we got to think about. If we can get Peach 1 and Ebony Wings both upgraded to level 8 by the time we hit 10 minutes, that would be preferable. Or our Garlic. We should probably go in on one. And currently we have Garlic level 4, Peach 1 level 4, Ebony Wings level 1. It's not looking good. It's not looking good to hit that because we're 6 minutes in. We're over halfway to level 10. We're going to need some upgraded weapons now. In fact, I think this might already be a lost run because we went with Peach 1 Ebony Wings. And they're just not good early. Okay, that was pretty good. It shredded some people up there when it did a crisscross. Excuse me. The Brazier can drop special things. We saw the chicken so far. We saw the coins. This one was an attract orb that sucks in every gem that you've left on the floor. Apparently, everything on the ground will be left there. Items will be. There was something about, like, if you leave gems behind enough or far enough or for long enough, I don't remember how it is, like a red gem will just appear that basically takes everything that you've missed and puts it in the red gem. If any of this information is wrong, by the way, I'm just rattling off some things that I saw from the wiki or from chat. Leave it in the comment section. I want to know more about this game. I'm actively telling you I don't know everything. Lightning Ring, that's the duplicator again that we didn't take. Axe, we could go heavy on the axe. I think upgraded axe is one of the most powerful ones. I don't know if I said that was one of my highest DPS items, the upgraded axe at least. The non-upgraded axe is... Hey. Or we want to go Peach 1? Once again, we have to upgrade Peach 1 and Ebony Wings. I think that might be a thing that's more late game. I think we need to pick something else to try to upgrade right now. A few other things that you can find in the Braziers. One of them being a rosary. If you find the rosary, it kills everything on screen. Pretty cool. There's a clock that you can find in there that will freeze everybody. Let's focus down on this champion here. Thank you, bats. Amarola level 2 for increased recovery. We have a knife weapon and the clock lancet. Knife, once again, is bracer. Clock lancet, I don't think that has an upgrade either. So I'm probably just gonna go with the Pomerola. Kind of a bummer there. Like, regen's not bad, it's just we need DPS right now. These bats are pushing around these ghouls. I better stop playing. I want to get that champion bat in there, but I need to be careful. At this point in time, might be worth trying to stay away far enough that we can get our Peach 1 Ebony Wings to bombard it. Okay, get some more floor chicken there. You can, once again, items don't despawn when they're on the ground, so like if there was a floor chicken there, we could just leave it and come back for it later when we need it. But my suck-up range is so strong right now that when I break the brazier with the garlic, it automatically grabs whatever's inside. So it is what it is. Garlic. The whip. I did say the whip was pretty good. We'll try it out. Whip plus what? What's the whip go with? Whip plus the hollow heart, which is the max HP modifier, which maybe is pretty okay, given this character. Okay, so now you can see that we have a whip. Pretty decent. I don't know why we already have two. Oh, we have 2 whips because of the permanent upgrade that I have that gives me +1 projectiles. I was like, we should only have 1 whip so far because I didn't take the replicator. No, we already got the replicator. I killed that champion and it dropped nothing. I don't know why. I also have this big bat. I'm wondering if that's a champion as well. It died. It dropped nothing. Not very lucky today. Whip seems pretty good though, and it's like you can accurately aim the whip. You can put the whip where you want it, where you need it, and it's shredding right now. It's good. It's good. There's my hollow heart. There's the duplicator as well. Duplicator is going to be very good with the axe and the whip, especially the whip. I'm gonna go hollow heart though, so we can get that upgraded whip, right? Whip plus hollow heart, yes. And the upgraded whip will actually do lifesteal, as will the upgraded garlic, I think. It said something about steals hearts. I don't really know what that means. Or maybe it's just an assumption on my part, but look at this champy. I got hit there a little bit by that big bat. Oh, we're getting, oh, this is okay. Yep, we're gonna die. Getting out of there. Brazier, give me some floor chicken. Thank you. Bats, they're taking so much damage, we just can't get through them right now. We're just gonna have to practice our kiting. We wanna maybe go back on our orbs. Collect this XP. We need it sorely right now. The more you move to, the more, there we go. The more you move, the more braziers you're gonna find, because braziers will respawn. You know, I was hoping that garlic was going to be able to shred a couple more of those bats. It just really didn't. I think garlic is already falling off. And there's more garlic. Empty tome reduces weapons cooldown. I mean, I think that's like super cool. But what does the tome go with? Tome goes with nothing. I'm not seeing anything on this current list for the tome. Could be an out-of-date list. Empty tome, there it is. Magical wand. Fire wand, that was not on the list. It's pretty okay. Plus spinach that we don't have. Just upgrade the garlic since I'm trashing the garlic. I'll give it an upgrade. Let's see if we can find a way out of this mess without taking too much damage. There we go. With the axes, probably smarter to keep most of the waves on the bottom of us, given the gravity of the situation. And the axes. Okay, did that champion spawn up here from down there? So if I try to run away from a champion, does it respawn on the screen? It kind of looks like it does. Oh, I got hit again. I don't feel like I'm close enough to the bats, but I think that they can hit me with the top of their little wings. Just the tip. Oh, I gotta be careful here. We have so low health that like just a couple of hits can do us in. The Pomerola is supposed to be regenning me, but it seems like it's very slow. All right, garlic should be able to handle these guys. We just go slow through them. This is a good way to rack up some XP. Or slowly work my way through the undead hordes. Axe leveled up. Rune Tracer. I'm gonna go X. We're at 11 minutes and we don't have an upgraded weapon. It's pretty pathetic, actually. It's actually not good. We have the ability to upgrade our garlic currently, our axe currently, as in we have the passive that goes with it, and we have the passive that goes with the whip. And obviously the peach one and the ebony wings. Every single thing that we have right now has its corresponding counterpart. So this would be where if we had an upgraded weapon, it would give me the upgraded weapon. But we don't. I'll just take the upgrade, level 5. It needs to go up to level 8. All weapons go up to level 8. All passives, I think, level 5. Yeah. I'm really hoping that this game continues to develop more and more and more. I want to see a game where you can upgrade upgraded weapons, where you maybe have a choice between what passives you want to pair with what weapons. Like, that'd be really, really cool if there were more weapon pairs, kind of like with Peach 1 and Ebony Wings. Let's say that you took Axe and the Whip, and you could, instead of making the upgraded Whip with the Hollow Heart combination, you could go ahead and maybe combine the Whip with the Axe, or maybe a combination of all these things. Could be super cool. Crown, characters gain 8% more experience. It could be really good. It's probably better earlier on. I'm gonna go with the upgraded Garlic. I usually go with builds like that anyways, where I try to maximize my DPS, and I rarely ever go for like the support stuff, you know, like increased health or armor. More on the train of like, let's just never take damage ever and be able to shred everything in sight. Good defense is a good offense. Gallic cross. I do really like the cross. Pentagram erases everything in sight, including gems, including treasures, including everything. It procs very, very slowly. Could be a lifesaver, I just don't think it's... like, late game, it sounds actually like it'd be really good, because at some point in time, you just don't care about leveling up anymore. You just want to survive. Once everything is max level. The Pentagram could be a cool thing, once again, late game. I just... Cross is so good, plus the clover that we don't have, but we need to get an upgraded weapon. So I need to commit on the garlic here. Garlic's not the one. Garlic is not the hill I want to die on right now, but I will take anything. Werewolves, we can't handle them. We need to get out. We cannot handle the werewolves right now. We just are going to avoid. We're going to avoid and then hope they die behind me. It is a red gem. That, I believe, like, I don't think anything dropped that. So I think that was a red gem. That was like a combination of the things I left behind. I don't know. I don't know how that totally works. Someone explained that to me and I didn't really understand it, but level 8 garlic, let's just go for it. Now we need to kill one of these champions so we can get that, I don't even remember what the name of it is, but of course the champions are very well guarded right now by the hordes of werewolves. Each one up, or axe up, axe up. King Bible. King Bible plus the Spellbinder. Very good. Very good combination. Need to commit though. Committing. Currently committing. Sorry. Oh, this is just Kite Simulator 2022 now. Each one whip, axe, cross. So we got lucky. Sometimes you get lucky. And that takes many forms. One of them being it gives you a 4th option when you level up. One of them being that instead of getting a chest with 1 upgrade in it, there can be a chest with 3 upgrades. There can be a chest with 5 upgrades. These are some really cool things to find, but committing. Currently committing. So this is why I think that it's true that the red one is a combination of everything we left behind, because sometimes you just level up like a bunch of times. Because it was like someone was explaining they could be like the one red one holds like 70 green ones and 125 blue ones. You don't know. Base damage up for axe. That's max level axe. That would be delicious. There's my rosary. I'm gonna do it. And get 2 upgraded weapons, please. Ow, now, now. Upgraded garlic. Yeah. Nope. Upgraded axe. Really good. Really good. Death spiral. Evolved axe. Passes through enemies. Requires the candelabrador. I like how it tells me that. It is actually important that it tells you that because, like I said, when the first time you play this, you don't know these things. And then it tells you that. You randomly stumble upon it and you're like, oh, got it. Upgraded garlic. No. It's a triple. Oh, upgraded garlic was in there. I thought that the upgraded stuff could only be in the one single thing, but that's really cool. So we have 1 candelabrador upgrade for base area up by 10%. 1 hollow heart upgrade for max health increase by 10%, which once again is important. And then our upgraded garlic, which is called, I said it, but I missed it. The Soul Eater. Soul Eater. So look at that now. Wait for the axes. Whip, Peach 1, cross. I think I can comfortably take the cross now, and we'll just remember that we need to go for the clover. That's the axe right there, baby. Once again, I'm not sure we can still handle the werewolves. But I don't think we have a choice because we're surrounded. Excuse me. Me. Coming through. Just want to make sure I got an exit, which I'm carving out at the top here. And then I'll try to get my garlic in there to tear away as many of these guys. And my axes, of course. And it does seem like it's doing it. If we can kite this appropriately, we should be able to get him. Until at least the next wave spawns, which hopefully is more lower health enemies. There's a red gem. Let's go grab it. And Labrador. Reduce weapons cooldowns. It might be worth just taking it. 8% per upgrade. Max 40% cooldown of all your weapons. Are you kidding me? Spellbinder. What was the Spellbinder again? Spellbinder is the King Bible that we don't have. Attract Orb is the Santa Water, which we don't have either. So Peach 1. Pomarola upgrade. Peach 1 or Spellbinder. Peach 1. Getting risky here in the name of picking up this XP. Peach 1. Clover. We did need the clover, didn't we? Cross plus clover. Yes, we took the cross. We should take the clover, so we have them both. Lock that in. One of my highest DPS things ever. The axe circle and then the heavenly sword, which is upgraded cross. Oh, by the way, the cross, I didn't already talked about what it does. Uh-oh. I'm not sure we're going to make it out of this bat wave. It's like even higher health. Dude bros, and I'm caught in this water. Bracer was knife. Base area effect up or chance to get lucky. Let's go area up. Cross comes out. Those little, what do you want to call them? Ninja star looking things. They go in one direction and then they just continue through all the way through all enemies. So they have full piercing in the opposite direction of where they fired. I don't have control over which direction they fire in. Important to note. I think it's probably best to just continue to move. Now I want to get the champion, actually, but... Okay, we should have been moving. There's a champion. Werewolf as well. Get that quick. Just get it. Clover, Peach 1, and Cross upgrade. Wonderful. Very nice. Oh, we are surrounded by the plants as well. So if we want to push out of this, it's going to be really difficult. See that little lane right there? Whoop, boop, 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 boop. Leaving so much XP behind, but like, what do you want me to do? I got to keep moving here. Each one, max level. Ebony Wings is still level 1. It's never given me the option. Fully upgrade our Candelabrador. There's no benefit of upgrading a passive fully that I know of currently. I wish they would do something like that, that maybe you could get an upgraded passive item, right? Candelabrador would go into the Candle Golden Retriever or something like that, and Canda German Shepherd, and it would be even better. But no, that's not where the game is at right now. It's currently, I think it's early access. I know they're still adding things to it. Max Peach 1. We need to stop having Peach 1 be an option, and we need that Ebony 1 to get up there. Apparently that's some sort of, somebody said it's an Italian meme. Peach 1. Apparently like, it's like pecorone or some, I don't know, Italian word that actually means dove. Or bird or something like that. And it seems like Ebony 1 is like a joke on Peach 1, like Peach 1, like you're like peach skinned. I don't know. Black and white, something like that. Seems weird that they called it Peach 1, right? It doesn't make sense to me, but okay. I'm not sure we're gonna make it out there. Attract Orb is Santa Water, we don't have it. One more whip projectile. The experience one is meaningful too. 8% more experience, max 40% added experience. Basically 1.5ing all of your experience if you had max max crown. It is. There's a champion here that's kind of making it through everything. There was something to note about the upgraded garlic, and that was the fact that it regens my health. it regens my health, but it also it said it deals more damage when you're regenning health. It might make sense for us to walk into an enemy quickly and get a little bit of damage, because apparently, once again, what is it called? The Soul Eater does more damage when I need health. That is a tome. All cooldowns reduced by 8%. I'm gonna try to get to that red gem over there. We are handling these waves with the appropriate kiting. Spinach! Which one was the spinach? Spinach plus fire wand. We are max up on our weapons, but we're not gonna be able to hit the fire wand, at least until we can upgrade our peach one, ebony one into one weapon. I'm gonna go base area up, candelabrador. Really, really big soul eater range. Let's see, if I touch one of these guys quick, a little bit of damage, there we go. Apparently we'll be dealing more damage now. Champion mummy. Oh, no, it's not. It's not a champion. It's just the next wave. 17 minutes in. We should probably take this time that there's gaps in the waves. We should probably try to run back through and collect all that experience that we've been leaving behind. Spellbinder, armor, crown. We only have one more slot for a passive. And we have... Did we take anything that doesn't have a partner? The Pomarola, the heart, has the garlic. Candelabrador has the axe. The empty heart has the whip. The tome doesn't have anything. So it's like one of the slots that the peach one and the ebony one should be taking up. They have 2 free passive slots because of that. That's taking one of them. And then the clover is the cross. We have room for one more, but once we take another weapon, I'm gonna want that slot for whatever weapon we get after we upgrade the birds. So clover. Yeah, Pomarola, cross, spinach. I'm gonna upgrade my cross. Try to get the heavenly sword. Ebony wings! There you are! At this point in time, I almost feel like going for cross, because it's just... We're not even seeing the ebony wings upgrades. I gotta know what the bird does. I gotta know what the bird does. Whip, all heart, clover, Pomarola. I'm gonna go heavy on the weapons here. I picked up a red orb. That's why we're getting so many levels. Once again, I don't fully understand how it works, but I'm not gonna complain because this is really good. Cooldown's reduced again. Bro, where's my ebony one? I want to get the brazier upgrade that allows me to get everything that we've left behind. Now see, there's no more experience left down here. That's why I think that the red orbs actually are grabbing them all, basically doing the exact same thing as that item I was talking about. We're doing really, really well, though. Way better than we were in the start. Look at this champ. Sounds like the volume is maybe a little bit too loud now, but do we have the ability to upgrade something currently? No, sadly, we don't. Bow, now, now. It's just a single. Whip upgrade. It's great. Upgraded whip with that extra regen is good. I like it. Sack of money there. We're at 10. We're at 615 gold. You don't get a whole lot of gold throughout the entire game. You gotta really earn the golds. Like each of these colors is worth 1 ebony wings. As you can see, the birds are really, really bombarding. At least the peach one is. Like, it seems like they're doing a lot more than they were, which is to be expected once we have it fully upgraded. I think I just took some food on accident. Maybe I'll touch one of these guys quick. some damage. There we go. Their Soul Eater will do more damage. I think that's what it said it was going to do. I can't really look it up now, but... It's so easy to get lost in the mix of things. Oh, hey, there's that sucky orb. Have any wings? It's easy to get lost, and it's really, really easy to accidentally run into the enemies. Because at some point in time, it's just too much to look at. Okay, we have the bats coming back in, and a champion mummy. You gotta be careful here because those bats pushing in are pushing in everybody else. And we are now officially fully surrounded. Clover, spinach, crown. Oh, thanks. Let me get a little touch off on one of these guys. There we go. Birds are doing it now. We just had to push through the start. Once this champion dies too, we'll be in a much better position. The most threatening thing right now. We got the plants again. Let's squeeze through while we have an opening. Do we have an opening? I've never seen the plants like this. Maybe I've never survived this long. Maybe I'll push back in and focus on that champion again. Cross upgrade. Not getting very many upgrades anymore. We're level 43. We're just not getting the experience. All the experience is worth less, right? We are actually able to kill these plants now that we're doing this much damage. Which feels pretty cool. I'm wondering, considering there's so many of these plants, that they're no longer just going to randomly disappear. That this is just considered a wave now. Duplicator. Weapons fire more projectiles. We don't have the magical ring. We don't have the space for the magical ring. But the duplicator itself is a really good passive that we could just take. But if I commit with the ebony wings? Is one more tiny little axe on our spread of axes going to make a difference? One more whip maybe could make a difference. Commit. I'm committing. I really want to see what the upgraded birds do. I've never had that before. It's one of the only combinations that I have not had yet. We went hard from the get-go to do this. And I'm gonna frickin' do it. Gunning for this champion right now. It's really, really good that the upgraded axe, the spread of those sides, it pushes all the enemies back. I like that. Pushing enemies back is going to be crucial for later. It's less about dodging and becomes more about just being able to push everybody back. A triple. Ooh, baby, a triple. Do Pomarola for health recovery. And then we have a whip upgrade. What is the whip upgrade going to do? Base damage up by 5. I took the damage numbers off. I can put the damage numbers back on. It just takes up more of the screen. It's a little bit harder to dodge or know what you're dodging, because there's just so much going on at this point in time. Like, it's pretty good early game. You can kind of see the numbers of what everything does and get an idea of that. I kind of have the idea of that, considering, like I said, I have those DPS numbers of post games. Games I used to know. The champion here. We're still not ready in the Peach one. We're 3 levels away from the Peach one upgrade. We're 3 levels away from the Whip upgrade. We're 3 levels away from the Cross upgrade. So give me more of those triples. Champions, I need it. 23 minutes in, I think that we might end up dying before we can level up however many more times it's going to take in order for us to get one of these weapons to upgrade. Maybe I'm just not being good enough about collecting the XP. Single pump. Get out of here with that crap. I'll get a little touch off here. Oh yeah, touch the plants. This does a tiny little bit of damage. Less risky to put ourselves into regen mode. Empty Tome, Clover, Spellbinder. All cooldowns reduced. Need to throw more axes. It's a great run. Probably one of my best Mad Forest runs I've ever had. Worst start, best ending. That's how it goes, right? There's the clock to stop everybody, and I can just maybe try to run into them and do more garlic damage. If I could cop their pants down, though, once it ends, like right now. You don't want to be in the middle of a pack. Ebony Wings, level 6. Come on, level 8 me. Once again, we have to hit level 8, and then we have to kill a champion. Speaking of champions, that is a big flower. That's the woman inside of a flower. Honey, you're beautiful. There's also small ones. The big one's got to be a champion. Give me a chest that got 5 upgrades in it. Finish up my upgrades that I need on my weapons, please. Okay, I touched them a little bit just to get into that regen mode, and wow. 2 ticks of damage, and they tore me in half. Whip upgrade. We are 2 more from Peach 1, 2 more from Whip. I just don't even see us getting there in the time limit that we have. I wanted the birds, though. With the attract orb. Come on. All cooldowns reduced. Whip, Ebony Wings. I gotta go bird, bird. Whip as well. There we go. There we go. Level 5 Clover. What do we need? What do we want? What were we talking about? Probably duplicator. What other weapon would we want? Maybe Spellbinder with the King Bible, but I'm not sure I'm going to get the option to choose what I want once we have a weapon slot open. So I may just go Hollow Heart here. Save my last passive slot for whatever we happen to get. Look at this. Look at this madness. We gotta really be careful with the water over here. If we try to dodge into that, it's very subtle. Are we level 8? We're level 8 on both birds. We need to get a champion now. 26 minutes in. We're very, very close to endgame. This wall of trees is also dangerous for me. I can't walk through it. But enemies just apparently can. Enemies can also walk over the water. We are doing pretty well on this wave, though. Again, not going to take anything new. Once we are fully upgraded on our Hollow Heart, though, they're going to force something on us. Yeah, ghost waves coming in. Changing of the guard. From plants to mummies. Trying to move a little bit is a smart idea. We want more braziers. Cross up. Braziers have all the cool stuff. Whip maxed. There's our champion. Give me the flipping bird, dude. There's a clover. Just found a clover in one of the braziers. I'm not exactly sure what that does. I think it just increases my luck. What do you got? Bird! Rah! Unity. Union of Ebony Wings and Peach 1. Alright, we have a weapon slot open now. Santa Water or Attract Orb. Santa Water requires Attract Orb to get the upgraded thing. Santa Water could be really, really good here. Or did we want to go with the Lightning Ring plus the Duplicator? Cross. The upgraded cross is highest DPS. I'm telling you. Even if we get it this late in the game, it might be one of my top DPS items. Okay, now everything's a champion. Level me up, baby. Fire Wand or Laurel. So Laurel's a passive. Shields from damage. I don't think Laurel works with anything. It's just its own thing. Fire Wand is a weapon that works with spinach again. Hollow Heart maxed. Hey, look at that, though. The bird that we got, the upgraded bird, has its own upgrades. It can upgrade to level 8. That's really cool. Let me do that. Vandalier. Or max cross. Cross. Decisions. This is the end game, I believe. Because everything's a champion, and then none of them are going to be dropping chests. Yeah, this is nuts. This is nuts. Those big, scary bats are the least of my worries now. We're shredding them. I'm picking up red gems left and right, and we're still not leveling up. Does anyone have a chest for me? Dude, that bird. It's going ham. The clover. 29 minutes, you guys. We're almost done. Really cool to see the bird. Really shame that, like, there's no way we're going to be able to upgrade it. We started with the birds. First two things that we had, what were we supposed to do? 29 minutes. I need to get clear of this. I don't think we're going to be able to fully kill everything. Vandalier, Spellbinder, Knife. Vandalier, base area up. It still has the double area, which is cool to see. Leave that Chimkin there. We're leaving XP behind, but I think that survival, there's less than 30 seconds left. Survival is the most important thing here. 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. 10 seconds left, y'all. I don't know what happens, if it's a boss, if it just ends. Oh, we're gonna do it. We flipping did it. Oh! Ah! Thank you for watching me win. This is what winning feels like. It says stage completed, okay? I think that means we won. Defeat a total of 100,000 enemy. Defeat the giant blue Venus in the Mad Forest. Unite Ebony Wings and Peach 1. And unlock Hyper Mode for 2 stages. I don't know what Hyper Mode means, but we did some things today. And we, wink wink, won. Highest DPS. What do we got? We have DPS of 4.5k, which is much, much, much higher than pretty much everything else. I don't know if that means calculated DPS on enemies that totally existed or just the damage output had everything hit something. Because once again, the birds were just flying and we're just shooting at stuff. They're just hitting the ground most of the time in the beginning. But the DPS really, really was good. Death Spiral, DPS second place with 2.2k. That's damage per second, obviously. And then it had the most damage dealt. 2.3 million damage dealt. The Vandalier only at 619. But then if we go ahead and we combine the Peach 1 and the Ebony Wings, because it actually lists everything separately. Peach 1 Ebony Wings pre-upgrade had about a combination of 1.5 million, plus the 500,000 from the Vandalier is about 2 million damage. So it's up there with Death Spiral if you put them together. But the Death Spiral, you have to add on the Axe. There's only 36k. Once again, the Axe, not very good. Death Spiral, really, really good. Yeah, so that was that. You know, we did it, I suppose. Anticlimactic, I have to admit. I don't know if there's some way to not get murdered in the end. We got this crotchy guy, I think. Starts with 1 revival, gains 1 more revival at level 33. Mortaccio gets more projectiles every 20 levels, max +3. That sounds really, really fun. Then we have some monies to spend. Only 3,500. If we take a look at revival, for example, it's 17,000. So only about 75 more games to go in order for us to get that. Also, whenever we buy anything, everything else gets way more expensive. That's an interesting one. Let's say that we wanted to get more experience, or maybe our cooldown. What else could be a good thing to pump it into? Luck. Getting more luck could be really, really good, just so that we can start seeing more and more stuff. We can upgrade the amount of coins that we get. 10% more coins, max 50%. I'm going to say maybe cooldown. So now it's up to 18,000. So, yeah. What we're going to do probably, what I did with the replicator here to fire 1 more projectile, is I refunded the power-up, so you can do that at any point in time for no... They don't take anything away from you. You just get everything back, and you get to put it in where you want, and then everything is back down in price. So we could just do that to lower the price of revival when we think that we're able to get it. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'd love to know your thoughts on this. I'm not done with Inscription. I know you might be like, where's Inscription? I think Inscription's great. It's just really, really tough, and there's so many more things coming out that are catching my eye. I wanted to show this off to you guys before it was old news. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you want more Uncuts of Vampire Survivors? I'm currently playing it on stream, or at least I did. So hop on by stream if you're interested in this. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. See you guys.